Ewusen mrono si akase sunyema munyina akwa aba de mobake FM TV esobre na wiedu sensema hodo ayensa aka no ye de amane boni nchemu ahodo no ebe daimo na de bia se ne ye no ye beda aboafo ase KFM Musical Center bia ye instrument o maimu na omo frefre nyum to ofo yina wo man Ghana ha se mbeji instrument ni bi na bibia anye kama fama na nyum to ahodo awoto no bibia anye krabehwe wo sa kwan no eso pomocha kwan kramantem ha kopiem akra zongole no wasantemantem so awde no eyedum wo mo ne Sambra Hotel no edi enimhwe bibia instrument bia no kwa KFM Musical Center obema obi na ayekama etimi ede ama wo yemfri oni enko talent microfinance eno so yesikasem ho asem ena omo ede aba ni nyina no wo mbehwe siesie osikasem ni ye ama bibia ye kama etimi dia ma eye manta medunsia ne mumunsia ne de wo mo abom ho modin wo mu a wo ma kyerɛkyerɛ bo adwuma dendenden de ben wo no si omudin pa akɔ hɔ a besi ede ma nsin ketua bi da ho ho adwuma no mo ye afin so wo sika mo hwɛ so nkra ne ye kosi sɛ obeba abegye ne nyina no omo ye bi e wo no maka kye ntu kwa a ombehwa ma bibia ye yie etimi ede ama ye free ho na ya to aso dia ne ye kɔ dadaba tech up eno so ye phones ne ho accessories enti phone bia wo ye bia no wo to nsa fro se beji bi na bibia anye kama emfa ma wo becha odofo bia de na ye phone ho asem dia wodi bia ba fiti yam kosi iPhone ni na obi e wona so ye ho na cha kwan ne enkramantem ha ya kaneshi udu kaneshi anu ebisa mranti omo e wo se wo pe bia ye omo gina pai takwa station e hyen no e hope na dadaba obo a obutu obo adwuma dendenden a enya asem keto akwa nwumekoi e na ye de aseda kese ni nyina e ma wonum e na moma ho fama ene omusika omude so yasne wasa kwan na eso nsem no ene nwumre dɔɔso na yenhwe ni ani no ebi ene ebebo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na sie ye ni nyina no de aseda PSA pa na akwa ma US aban ye onmunya for Donald Trump se otimi de Ghana de hwe bi ma pie mu akɔ eye Jamaica man ni mu a dwumedie foforo bi ba be kɔ so krom kwa konye mu nimde e wo sa kwan no eso sanso ne be konsem foforo mo etimi di ama eyo onmunya for Samuel Kujeto abla kwa wo no ehwe yakwantu ho nsem o man Ghana ha no aba be kasa ne nsem o kanyira no ensem ahodo a o kire mu se US aban ne hyehyeye ene afenso ye visa ne ho hyehyeye ne dwumedie nei Ghana yenye mu chefa wo sa kwan ne so no nchemu wo ha wo de aba be dan sanso ne bebwera edwedie ensemu na ye Dr. Kessel ato force no so akasa ensem no wo kire de akwama Bank of Ghana wono monetary policy ahodo a omaya ni nyina no amendment bill a eba beboa masikase megina ye no wodi nhyemu ahodo no etimi abasa na Nigerian nsem no Mark Brown so akasa na ne nsem no so ye na warijaya wojaye ho asem no de abetudwa kosi se woja aware no wonka ho asem nepe enenei we bie kwan na to hwa de da na koma pono so nyina no we hwie gu ho nsem afoforo bi no meka we wa ne nyina don hwe ba kontem no no nsia kase no so me de ba besumo sa kwan no so kan ho entintam fidie no eso KFM TVGH Facebook YouTube Twitter and afi Instagram baby ayo ho entedi ne ba ko pe KFM TV GH woto ayo ha de o hwe wo TV ne so no sanso na abenya ewo enfra memedi no eye fia fosua odua homa stress bidi ewa mawa frame mefia medame ho abasisia na yashase Ebuzen sanda asemo akwa aba KFM TV enwure no nsia kase no esuni na yenhye nsem na ase emfa ma odi Ghana man pani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ede aseda kase pa akọ ede ama US aban ye onmunya for Donald Trump ne nsem nyina ne se wetimi aboa ma Ghana de hye bi no ma omukọje ntitiye efa ye engineering ne ho nkro no ba no ene ya aboa de omunyina na kwa akopie mu Jamaica man ni mu omukọ akọhwe ama dwumedie kase bi etimi akọso enu mu no san so de aseda no bi koma wono mo menya san cheche no ma ho ode ne o ma ho fama ene afinim de o mo de kan ho ene o ma badru san pempenso no emu nsem ne amane bo ne nsem afoforo bi o de kan ho no sei ene o de tudwa.
To President Trump, the government and people of the United States of America for making this mission possible. When we conceptualized this mission, One of the main obstacles to executing the mission was the ability to airlift the troops to Jamaica for this mission. The United States of America stepped forward and offered to provide us the airlift capacity to be able to move the troops. And so today we have this C-17 aircraft that is going to lift the troops from Accra to Kingston with their supplies to provide the support and succor for the people of Jamaica. And so I wish to thank again our friendly brothers and sisters of the United States of America. And so finally, I wish you a very successful mission and a safe return. May God bless the Ghana Armed Forces. May God bless Ghana-Jamaica friendship. And may God make our nation great and strong. I thank you.
His Excellency Science to the Tuja Watchem Nina no a yonkufa hodwa a do mine Ghana for US mine money and nay. A bin margin to see a quaco PM or Jamaica mine mashe, Amajumedi Cassian Etimia Cosono, Wakasaye, HHS Ionkofa name, nothing so no my idiomo quaco PM or Hono Jumedia hodwa no so, which Muka cry home some see a day to us to say, Ediama.
After we dispatched the first batch of humanitarian assistance, I made a phone call to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Honorable Andrew Holness, to express Ghana's solidarity with the people of Jamaica. He thanked me for the assistance we had dispatched. And in our discussion, he said what they need currently is assistance with rebuilding and providing shelter for the people who have been displaced. And so I offered to send a regiment of our engineering corps to help with the assistance and also send them some tents to provide temporary shelter. We're dispatching those tents by sea so that we can provide temporary shelter. But in the meantime, our troops are going to help with reconstruction, with building, and also providing support for the people of Jamaica. So you're going to be engaged on this mission in engineering and reconstruction works. You'll be engaged in technical and logistical support services. You'll be engaged in community-focused assistance. Your conduct will reflect the values, discipline, and humanity of the Ghanaian soldier. Your ambassadors of the Republic of Ghana, your actions will shape how Ghana is perceived abroad. We expect you to uphold professional excellence, respect for local authorities and communities you work in, to exercise discipline, integrity, and teamwork, and protect one another and return home safely. Ghana has already carved out a good reputation for service abroad. And I know that those of you who are dispatching today will hold the flag of Ghana high, and you will not let us down. Through you, Ghana is going to convey a clear message to the people and government of Jamaica that they are not alone and that Ghana stands in solidarity with them. Ghana stands with them in this moment of rebuilding and recovery. This mission symbolizes a bridge of solidarity across the Atlantic and grounded in shared history and mutual respect. As I close, I'm confident that you will execute this mission with honor and distinction, and that you will serve with pride, humility, and dedication. And may your efforts bring hope and renewed strength to the people of Jamaica.
See, I am free when I am copying more Rashe, but you feel na dom kuma or no more honor or more de subrokes here pan in Sembina call. Edia mood when ya for coffee, manu amabua or no yes, wafa or share, yen sass and ya finema who do a boy, dear no nipanum, what ya dom ye eswa. Now much him say, quite of fast, a year lithium mining agreement, you know. What me free ma and nay, a fast with Yahudu was a gun and ya yent me was our quine sono. wɔn ne nsa ɛtenetene so wɔn sɛ nke bɛyɛ a nka ne di bread ama no a wɔrehwɛ saa asoɛyɛ wɔ no nka yɛn gye mfimfini ne nsa ɛwɔ saa kwan no ɛso san sɛ wɔanyɛ n'adwuma yie wɔamfa nneɛma ne nhyehyɛeɛ ngu akwan mu yɛ wɔn nsɛm a wɔn de to dwa no so ɛni.
Neither reasonable nor acceptable to assure Parliament that consultations have been concluded, only to later rely on insufficient consultation as justification for a reversal. It is this inconsistency between what Parliament was told and what has now been conceded that lies at the core of our concern. Lithium is a strategic mineral with far-reaching implications for Ghana's industrialization agenda, energy transition, youth employment prospects, environmental protection, and intergenerational equity. The management of such a resource demands clarity, consistency, and foresight. The minister's erratic handling of this matter has undermined public confidence, weakened Ghana's negotiating position, and exposed Parliament to avoidable embarrassment. In any functioning democracy, a sector minister who presides over such contradictions and uncertainty on a matter of national importance must take responsibility for his action. In these circumstances, the minority of the 9th Parliament in Parliament is of the firm view that the honorable course of action is for the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources to resign or be relieved of his position in the interest of accountability, good governance, and restoration of public trust in the management of Ghana's mineral resources. The minority reiterates its unwavering commitment to defending the national interest and ensuring that Ghana's strategic resources are exploited in a manner that delivers real value to the Ghanaian.
I was everywhere near to us on Sanford from Montimi Farmer, the Aquasia, ya, share Yanama Hodin 7, Ewa my Ghana, and when you forge a power no, yes, war no down, one in age media cassia course who attack harden and important moi. Watchers say, yen, you may call near Cran Crowd or Monsa Shemu say, Shama, Yanama Hodin Semetimia Koya Nimuno. Wamunguswa was our quine, so sans to that Cassia Park or Momo, a wedge Madin or my boy, nay and Canyano, it's major Namonso, a was our quine.
About performance and accountability. Public office is a privilege, and for all of you here who are CEOs, it's not because you are the most outstanding. It is because the president has found privilege and favor and decided to appoint you. And it comes with clear expectations. His Excellency President Mahama has made it unequivocally clear that underperformance will not be tolerated. And please, let's mark this. And this starts from the minister to the last person. Whether we like it or not, there will be reshuffle. It happens at the ministerial level. And so all of us are fighting to keep our jobs. That is the reality and that is the truth. In every government, there will be reshuffle. The question is, who will be reshuffled? That is the privilege of the president. And the president will assess his ministers and decide who stays and who does not stay. I want to stay. I must be frank with you. I'm very happy with this job and I want to stay. If the president says no, if the president says thank you, go home, I thank him and go and sit down like that. But it depends on you. The success of the minister depends on his lieutenants. And you can attest that my working relationship with you has been excellent. I haven't had a problem with any chief executive. And I'm not the minister who makes unnecessary demands. And you can attest to that. That is a fact. I don't make unnecessary demands on you, be it contracts, be it anything, and you are here. If you are honest with yourselves, you can tell that I'm not the minister who intrudes into your day-to-day activity and wants this from you or that from you. What I seek is that we do the right thing. And if I am being dishonest, you are here amongst yourselves. You can talk amongst yourselves and confirm that I'm not that kind of minister. And so just as there will be reshuffle of ministers, there will be reshuffle of chief executives. And I know all of you are very happy with your jobs. Nobody wants to lose his job like me. That means that we have to deliver. The energy sector appears to be getting a lot of credit. If we can continue like that, we'll all keep our jobs. And not just keep our jobs, but will help Ghana to grow and improve. This year, because I assume that we are all new, I've not been that, I don't want to use the word hard, but now you know your job, you know the challenges. So next year we are going to be sprinting. Next year we are not going to be walking, we are not going to be crawling. And next year I'm going to implement a lot of ambitious reforms.
Si ayen free where near kwaso ye hwe yakwentu ho nsem o man Ghana ha no nmunyamfo Samuel Kujeto Ablakwa wono ene yi ne se opanya won hwe masa ho totoye no entimi enko na enim sanso na noton ene ne importer mu so ye ma hye bedwani ma de hya wono mo ho no akasa nsem no wo kyerem se ene ye US obo visa restrictions ahodo no na ye nkronkro bi no mekeka ho ene Ghana etimi afri mu a ene ye hu so nti ene ekoba se opel visa ne ho nkro no ba ehon sem no aba form ye kakra etimi dia ma obu bia na wo kire se sajme die betimi akoso ani nyina no eya yonkofa kese da Ghana ene afi US man mu enam so amene yenya sa ache fine no esuse nsem no yenso aso.
And we are thankful to him and the team at the US Embassy here. Thankful to President Trump for being a good brother to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And if you doubted the good brotherliness between President Trump and President Mahama, you may have seen last night that in the latest round of US visa restrictions, which hit very closely because almost all our neighbors are now affected, President Trump once again exempted his brother's country. The Republic of Ghana was fully exempted, and we are grateful to President Mahama for leading our foreign policy, which clearly is a mark of dexterity, of experience, of skill, of expertise, and unwavering commitment to our age-old foreign policy of being friends of all and enemies to none. President Mahama has epitomized that as President of the Republic, and we are so proud that he leads our foreign policy and he makes us so endearing to all nations of the world.
Churchill for Penny the National Democratic Congress NDC Amenyo Kono Eyonwanya for Fiabe Court in Nine Wakasa in Semno Twamane Kana Man Penny Kania na wono ewo so His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo Musena bebre na wojide mapa woni muse oba betina benwa ne so no behwe amansakaye mapa etimi akoso nanso na ye bra obetina so no ye keka boma mfinhia no wohwe no wentimi amansakaye bia ambo mai ni museni obetina so saa so pepepe no de sorry free so ene NDC Amenyo Kono na betina so mo hwe so metutu bibia no ama netimi akoneni.
In the past, most presidents literally had to tread very cautiously. Why? Because they were constantly having in mind for a rerun. Between now and 2028, whatever decision he takes, he does not need to be afraid of somebody voting against him because he's not running again. And because he's not running again, he can take positions that are clearly for the benefit of the country and also for the benefit of the party.
We expect
so that's why I'm saying that for
should we expect a reshuffle in January?
I wouldn't be able to give it time, but what I can tell you is that there will not be one moment of hesitation if reshuffle has to be done. I don't know why Nana Akufo-Addo couldn't do it. I was a bit disappointed because even though we belong to different parts different political, different sides of the politics, I've always, prior to he becoming president, I've always thought that he had that personality who would do what is right regardless of whether individuals get offended or not. I was a bit disappointed. I thought that saw that in him, but unfortunately it became said that once you are loyal to him as a person, you are kept in a position. But it should not be. You must be loyal to the country. You must do what is right for country. Okay. And if you do what is not for the country, even if that benefits your party, as a leader, as a president, you should be able to take a decision.
To draw now, we try to say, but say, NDC Amenyo Kono. wono mba be yi obi no wetimi abegyine mu etu franka de ama menu ko na wo de o maye krado yi pa na afin so do makoma prono so mu nye yi mu te se de amenu ko binum eye na emom no wo mu bu obia de ebuo ne ani de esefata no sanse obia nimdi anyankopon ne oduma koma de adua ne mu no wo betena so nchichire kwan so betimi aboa nti wo de ba se omu yi franka so ni de amendi si amenu ko no kra de e ade e kokokra e de ma wonum ne nsem no eni.
Let's just say that, I mean, if you notice, initially, I'm sure you heard a bit of things that amount to people, shall I call it gunning and gunning, but I'm sure you notice at the moment that so clearly, the message is simply anchoring for people to appreciate and listen. There are right things to be done. The right things have to be done in the right moment. Okay. Otherwise, whatever good intention you have, becomes
but a Mosquito Julius contest will be bloody for the NDC, don't you think?
Let's see, at the end of the day, you must always remember the party remains sovereign. And I've known one thing about this party. This party is very, very smart, very discerning. And this party simply knows whose moment it is. So I don't really think, regardless of whoever emerges for contest, I believe the party will take a decision that will ensure that first and foremost, the interests of the party remain supreme. And then also, whoever is going to emerge is strong enough to be able to lead the party.
Will Fifi support any candidate?
Too early to state whether who I will support or who
your friends in the NPP are going to the poll.
I was saying that answer me so na yenja aboa for wonum krato embrace ya ba ye to aso de ama.
Yo, I'm on for and then Yamama Kwaba at the bar, a KFM musical shopper. You told me, you know, who free a Kumasa Macom that Damono, a sunny at the bar at Dumino, Sabran Udu, a Sambra Junction, a Sambra Hotel, Quantana Sope. Now shop no any Sambra Hotel and the Dinja anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel, a wood sunny at the co, Nankane and Hagan Hono, Annie, a hot and a KFM musical shop. Dear Tosum, you know, yet be no fofro. Now, dear Ekani said, if you dear papa, a timiche, the Odia, sorry, dear Udi grow agro ahudo. Juma dear be a woody open here a young fidya musical instrument piano, a KFM, and to say Ghana Muntie Asante Mai Muntie, a KFM musical shop, Anna Sabre, Yabia no fofro Monochai, a war Premper the 2nd Street. We free all men come down and now sunny Ediko Edumno and Udu Sambra Hotel Quantana so now what done on Sunny Faso oho anas KFM musical shop yi ewo yani Sambra Hotel ana ewe animo ya twa abrebia
jina mese se be ya proud ana se me ye dua be free Kumasi Edum KFM instrument store obi bisa sa se bo me fo dia what to know when you see that what dey near my papa e jira wanim na what to say yes what to know bibi aka wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi Edum so mi jira na me to no ma bitimi ya ho me ka fi se fi papa mu anim na mi jira no wo be try ye ko ma ya do se kana twananka kana ensemfu ayi
Fraba e dwaso ni o yanom e hyen a en use fuel we so yensesa oil ne wo hia ene ni key e hyen egumechi nyina eye lip moto Giomi anase nami eyemu bia won sabeka wo KFM Limited e wo Ghana ha lip moto abefu cancer abi yanom emwe dene sanso efe wa hwe interiors here Car here me Timothy and your friend on leap motor. There were 3 modes of driving. Obet me a switch it, so open temwa, obey the sports mode. So person will save you battery, obet me is your economy mode. That's a pentem now open with normal riding so your friend a standard. What charge your battery within 6 hours? A bet to me do a Kumasiaba. Metre air 310 kilometers. Ain't it wouldn't how? Obet to me so the 3 hours fast charger. I charge and I'm an fool. Bonama, no Kumasiaba. Say no. May try the Akano. Giomi. The only key. Making sure the key in the bell. While we're just in the interior on it here now. Black and white, papa. Son of FSN, wire screen tinting, a bomb on cano, battery aka. Number who mileage and so also. When so dear, it took 320 kilometers and sana was our charging. We bet me a charging in 6 hours, fast charger 3 hours. I bear for a FDA and so. We bet me a driving in 3 modes. A year standard, sports, and now say economy. So what pen tempt to say me, Yanum. Choosing sports was it. We bet me to quite hakoko basi. I'm a battery ni biswak because a 320 kilometers. We charging in 6 hours. We bet me in your full battery. Now when you fast charge and swap 3 hours pet, you're set. Making sure so okay in the car when you saw wakem. We be a door na starts. Chili Joby, black and white. Makuma swat. Man san cow dear. You checking the akano. Yeah no. I bet for the enemy back on you. The Awiniano key, making sure the key in a band when you saw Wakem. We own no F. Let a woman so dance. A year grey, your one would do me, the any haka cry, any dear mood. As also was screens me, wait, and more information on your can in winning. Answer Bessia Bonum Papa, your friend entertainment, the Awiniano, Anne. And that's over to me so I driving in 3 modes just like the others. Standard and I say sports. So open tema. Car way so. A bet to me to Kwaya Kokumasiaba. 330 kilometers. The chamber would do crowd to make Jesse so no one kakra and Sunday. What charging 6 hours, sir? No. So bet to me so charging 3 hours. If I no fast charge. And you know now, KFM Limited. And they are big just so. Fraying. Near me own Sanka what the intentem. So open installment, a high purchaser, and change one nasi. We've got you solid. Yanume, on Sabet me a Fidie Mubia, and what KFM Limited. One Sabeke Fidie no what Chiano Kakra. Wait, Unyano Bebia, a GKFM Limited. Fraying, ever sort out.
Ebusenda sensamu akwaba bimfambra KFM TV enmenu siaka sene guso ade som yekoja aboafa wonum krato by connection ensumaye sentin time fidie ne ye so live KFM TV GH Facebook na afa YouTube otwaya obetimi enya eye kasebo ne mu chefa e wosa kwan no eso ye nto enwensem ne so emfa ma odia ye kwa ye otumfo se to a no to so mienu asante hene na kache na wakasa ne nsem no wo trauma ne se hu behia ye pa sa ahemfo wo modi ebuo ne ani die se eba ma eye Ghana ya mamra no sansa mamra na ne dedanda ye ne mani yakoni abadie mu ni afia na montuo bie mu no ya afia pema hankro de okrumi 1919 constitution eno ana edidi e dede adwumante hu be ye pa se bu ani die se no ye betimi adan e de akọ sa so ye hona bibia no etimi akoni.
Let's just say that I mean, if you notice, initially, I'm sure you heard a bit of things that amount to people, shall I call it? But I'm sure you noticed it. So clearly,
it is neither reasonable nor acceptable to assure Parliament final resolution of the Boko matters requires that Mr. Seydou Abagari be recalled to Nalerigu by the Nairi to be reassigned to play another traditional role at the Palace of the Nairi assisted by the state. Alternatively,
He may choose to stay in Boko as an ordinary citizen of the community. I have been candid with my brother, the Nairi, that the purported enslavement of Mr. Seydou Abagari as Boko Naba cannot stand. I believe my brother, the Nairi, has come to terms with the difficulties that will pose to achieving lasting peace, which he desires. I have, from the inception, restrained both governments from effecting the arrest of Mr. Seydou Abagari, out of respect for my brother, the Nairi. The final resolution of the Boko matters requires that Mr. Seydou Abagari be recalled to Nalerigu by the Nairi to be reassigned to play another traditional role at the palace of the Nairi, assisted by the state. Alternatively, he may choose to stay in Boko as an ordinary citizen of the community, but not to pose as Boko Naba. Mr. President, I recommend that my brother, the Nairi, accepts the laws as presently constituting Sigri Abugri Abu Azoka as the chief of Boko and head chief of the Kusasi traditional area. We chiefs, no matter how exalted, do not live above the Constitution of Ghana.
Free one year and call cry no ye friend in tree bohun. Na ya de share wono mo ho na kasa nsem no mo nyina de kwama eya amanyo 42 na ekobasi e ba betro aba no no ma begina ho ahye bo akese enso e be kodrusi e betro aba na wienu wo omu biem na ne kola osimwe no mo kokora omo chese sa ne ma no ene sa ne ye no ni suban na ya de a wono be sososo krai ne asa sososo china sanse ne u be hwe eye chips compound bi e wo ho ano mo hwe se mpanyifo betimi esiesi aboa ama pomden se yakọ nanimu a yato na jeje ma eno akan rema o mo chese de bi ade eteti o mo pa nti sa bo sha hodo o mo hwehwe no enya de se ye koye nimu o ye amanyo sem ni abato kwan so no wo mbe sososo ebi
adwen obo be kan de ni abo age so ebe wi akire na akoye dimbo nti ye bo mpa se de ono abeka no osoro hemu ano on ka na adwen se asem abeka no enko se bia hwe bi wada bia no beboa na man mu nyampa afiri mu aba ya bo ni dina ka asem wa hase bia maami baaye na bia saade inside aka no so meka nya ho se bia beka agya ho no so beka agya ho de an se hu fasodie bia ede enya free cancer ho se de me hu ni se esi ho ache na na mu kra na iwik so bubu no so mu sha ase afofra be ma ho de ne abem ama asasto ye gina o said de tie na edi ka so no umum di ka tu ana mo se anko wie peye ti aban we aba na so abeso asen so bebo ani amfi se obubu no o started fofura be ye kama sense na wo ho na asai so ye ka se ye to aso saa na bedu ba bi no ebi be ka sa de ne enjuri dan na engo ne ensen foforo afi ye bi hwetwe mo ye pillars foforo nti yi firi ona se started fofura se ehun se a starting foundation in the flesh.
Ye free on ya kwa ya Asante Achim North Mensini no emu na ya de hia wonom so ho no akasa pa yo mubu efu no mo che se bia ya hodo mo tete no ye efo magudie tuo no o buro mo so pa no nya asem ketro a sense ase ne ho nkro no banti ne idie wo mo hwe nim so me nhihye ye bi egu ho a obi antimi mbo nra kwa ya hodo ne afensa ase ne mu enkoto efo magudie na dachi de betimi di oha ne oyele abre wonom potemu no em.
To call on the municipal chief executive, the member of parliament, Nananom, the traditional leaders, His Excellency the President of the Republic. I would like to also call on the district police commander who came to arrest 2 people who actually sacked Galamseyers from our land, that it is in their interest to protect the lives and properties of this area, but not to cause arrest of innocent people who are stopping Galamsey from coming to their lands. And we are going to declare war on anybody who will take us for granted and decide that they will come here to come and do Galamsey. They will never like it. The youth of Asante Achim Pecheche, we are committed to peace, development, and environmental protection. We are ready to work with all stakeholders to ensure that to ensure sustainable development in our area. However, we will not compromise on the safety of our land, our water body, and the lives of our people. Let this serve as a final warning to all galamseyers, their sponsors, all those political hands behind, all those nananum behind, that if a chief or an nananum in this area is found, will petition Otun for his or a removal. Again, we call on the assembly member of the area that it is the people that voted for him, and it is in his interest to serve in our interest. To the municipal chief executive, we are calling on her that the drip machine should be used to come and fill the pit holes that have been left there by the Galamsey. Again, we are here to protect the lives and property of our people. Asante Achem Pecheche is not for sale. Asante Achem Pecheche is a no-go area for Galamseyers. We are here to protect our lives, we are here to protect our environment, and for the development of our area.
Yenkwaya Forestry Commission wono makache na ye openyi kwantrefo a wono eda ano ye Dr. Brown wono so akasa wo twem se former gudie to Galamsey ne ho behia ye panse mpanyifo ye nhyehyeye no modi asrafo ekan ekwan ye konkoden ne se ne betimi aboa amasa ekwan ye kon yetimi akon yakoye na afi yakon edi nkunim e wo sa kwan eso.
Address emerging challenges and accelerate the transformation of Ghana's forest and wildlife sector through the following measures. 1. To review the Forestry Commission Act, Act 571, with a view of transforming the Forestry Commission into a paramilitary institution, restructuring and repositioning it to be more effective in confronting current and future challenges, while leveraging growth opportunities. 2. Introduction of forest protection camps for forest reserves and rehabilitation of field camps within the wildlife protected areas to improve law enforcement and early detection of offenses. 3. Streamline the operations and resource the Forest Services Division and TIDD checkpoint system across the country. 4. Intensify stakeholder engagement and education for collaborative forest protection and development. And this I can not overemphasize. Law enforcement on its own cannot achieve the required results. We need to get all stakeholders on board.
Ebusanyina sanse miswe na yenda enimbra sisia ne bra pa yeto aso ewedwedi ensemo. Aso edwedi ensemo dia ma dia Dr. Kissel ato force no no na yesa na hene de ma yesika semo hyehyeye wo man Ghana ha wakasa ani nyina no Bank of Ghana wonom monetary amendment bill a wonom aya ani nyina no kofo bebre netentensa wo so no aba be kyeremu dwumedie ni hyehyem niema hodo ebetimi aboa amasika sem na etimi akonanim na etimi gyan na monso ebra ne mu kyeremu ne nsemo a Dr. Kissel ato force no de man ne yento aso okase ne mu fama.
We are seeking to do here is one, to strengthen the provisions against monetary financing, to stop, in quote, the printing of money. That is what we are seeking to do here, so that tomorrow another government will not come and print money in excess to be able to create excessive inflation. That is what we are preventing. Anytime there's a change of government, sometimes it takes up to 12 months. Mr. Speaker, we've seen one that it took 10 months before the board of the central bank was reconstituted. Mr. Speaker, in doing so, what we are seeking to do here is that regardless of a change of government, the central bank, being the central bank of the Republic of Ghana, or the Bank of Ghana, the Central Bank of the Republic of Ghana, must run until the time that the government of the day is ready to change the board.
Efe dwedi ensem ni si na yenda ye hombra ye nto abibia so wie ewe ni gide ensem. Yewie nsem ni nyina we ni gide mu dia ma odi aye Nana Mama Brown a no twa sini wo man Ghana ha America kene bede adwa na ye huhuhu se ono ankasa ne ho kani Maxwell Mensah a ono ene ne to na ade so mu ntema kaka na che se divorce etimi apie mu na bra asem ni sie nyina no konfinhia no be se mienu ni nya ade se wakasa krade afa ho na aye huhuhu edru ba bi kwa na che se ne kawa ne ade oba show ni ahodo so ahu se ehye no ne nedue de waba montene se ne na ebi no mo hwe ni mu se nkobeba be kasa no wabekasa achemu de ekọ so baye ne one Maxwell Mensah enu obi o chese ne divorce ne de omo divorce no mo ntem so de eye kama pa eye o ha bia ne amane bia eni echi wo mo ntem no ntiase wo mo nyina atena ase ko benkro mu na divorce no etimi ewie mu de ensem no eni.
Yes, Cookie, I've been so happy. What has changed? It's been personal issues. Well, I've gone through marriage issue, right. I've gone through my health issues, and work. So these three things that I believe in fell apart. A lot of them fell apart.
And you say you are happy? Explain
yes.
that with diagrams.
I'm happy because I'm able to come. I'm over them.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm over. I'm a happy woman. I believe I'm the strongest, and
divorce is not the end for a woman.
Well, I want to tell everybody, divorce should never be your end.
Okay.
Health. If you overcome health, that means God has saved you.
Yes.
Because sometimes not even money can save you when it comes to health. Well, I'm happy where I am. I've gone through divorce, and it has been a roller coaster for me. And as I speak here, coming back on Onia, I must say that I'm the most happiest right now.
Wow.
Yes, I've gone through divorce. Yes, I'm divorced.
Right.
I am. And I'm not ashamed to say, but I did it so beautifully. Me and my husband are cool. We spoke yesterday. We speak today. We speak tomorrow. We meet, I go to our house, my in-laws and everything. Look, my darling, I am a happy woman.
Right.
We are the best of friends. We didn't go through it like the bitter ones. I was tired. He was tired. We sat down, we said, let's talk about it. Let's move on. Go this way, let me go that way. If we have to meet again, we'll meet again.
Okay.
If we don't meet again, the precious thing you're giving me is my daughter.
Maxine.
And you can have the world, and I can have her, and I can live forever. Inti Cookie, when they ask what have you, Mamaka? Mamaka.
Nti no ho asem no yesi ofifi efunu ani ase a hu nsaman mo kan ni waba montene waba abechire mu wasi ni pe se one Maxwell Mensah wonum eni hobi me nyina so na enwme no nsi akase a ye boaboa no be somwo emu nsem nyina no ye mfambra ewie ye ko na ye da aboafo asedia na ye dan ani ahwe Talent Microfinance KFM Musical Center and afi dada ba take up so mo boy chi dom wo sa kwan ne so etimi boy mayede nsema hodo no ebe so tintan videos for so Facebook for YouTube for yada see pa say de bia mo kan ho wasa kwan ne so mo amokan ho TV kwan so ye ni so mo pa ye de ni nyina no esi edi no ye fearful sia odua homa sesre bidi fremefia madasi ama omo ene hweniti makra